So like the things I think that are obvious to everyone, Joe Biden could just have like old man meltdowns. And I think one or two wouldn't matter too much. One or two wouldn't be such a big deal. But if he has 3 or 4 or 5, and it depends on how bad they are, because the big thing about the debates that makes them, sort of influential or makes them have an effect is the little clips that people take and replay over and over and over for like the next month. So if he has a whole bunch of those and you can string together a bunch of really bad old man meltdowns, that's going to hurt him. He basically will have lost if that happens. No pre-written notes. That's going to be rough on Joe. Oh, he doesn't look excited.
The pandemic was so badly handled. Many people were dying. All he said was, it's not that serious. Just inject a little bleach into your arm. You'll be all right. The economy collapsed. There were no jobs. Unemployment rate rose to 15%.
Sounds bad.
It was terrible. And so what we had to do is try to put things back eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look.
No, Joe, no.
We finally beat Medicare.
Oh, no. Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
Oh my God.
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare. They're putting them on Social Security. They're going to destroy Social Security. This man is going to single-handedly destroy Social Security. These millions and millions of people coming in, they're trying to put them on Social Security. He will wipe out Social Security. He will wipe out Medicare. So he was right in the way he finished that sentence. And it's
Trump's
a shame.
response
What's happened to our country in the last 4 years is not to be believed.
That's a replay
Foreign
clip.
countries, I'm friends with a lot of people.
Oh, that's
they
gonna be
cannot believe
replayed
what
for a
happened to the
long
United
time.
States of America.
Jesus.
We're no longer respected. Wanted it brought back to the states. I did that. Now
Joe
the
looks
states
just-
are working
oh,
it out.
God,
If
he
you look
looks
at
awful.
Ohio, it was a decision that was right now. And right now,
Biden looks like he's
the
about to
states
cry.
control it. That's the vote of the people. Like Ronald Reagan.
And that's this idea that they're all against it is just ridiculous. And this is the guy who says the state should be able to have it. We're in a state where in 6 weeks, you don't even know whether you're pregnant or not, but you cannot see a doctor, and have him decide on what your circumstances are, whether you need help. The idea that states are able to do this is a little like saying we're going to turn civil rights back to the states, let each state have a different rule. Look, there's so many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral.
What? Oh no!
She was murdered by an immigrant coming in there. They talk about that. But here's the deal: there's a lot of young women being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses.
Oh my God!
And sisters.
Oh my God!
It's just ridiculous. And they can do nothing about it. And they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you.
There have been many young women murdered by the same people he allows to come across our border.
So bad.
We have a border that's the most dangerous place anywhere in the world. Consider the most dangerous place anywhere in the world.
Crap.
And he opened it up, and these killers are coming into our country, and they are raping and killing women. And it's a terrible thing. As far as the abortion is concerned, it is now back with the states. The states are voting. And in many cases, it's frankly a very liberal decision. In many cases, it's the opposite.
This is over.
But they're
Trump
voting,
won.
and it's bringing it back to the vote of the
Trump's
people,
the
which is
president.
what everybody wanted, including the founders, if they knew about this issue, which frankly they didn't. But they would have. Everybody wanted it brought back. Ronald Reagan wanted it brought back. He wasn't able to get it. Everybody wanted it brought back, and many presidents had tried to get it back. I was the one to do it.
He's going to win the
this
election.
Gives it the vote of the people, and that's where they wanted it. Every legal scholar wanted it that way.
Unless they boot
Staying
Biden,
on the
Trump
topic
is
of
going to
abortion,
win.
President Biden, 7
Holy
states.
crap.
I'll let you do that. This is the same topic. 7 states have no legal restrictions on how far into a pregnancy a woman can obtain an abortion.
This is so awful.
Do you support any legal limits on how late a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy?
I supported Roe v. Wade, which had 3 trimesters. First time is between the woman and the doctor. Second time is between the doctor and an extreme situation. The third time is between the doctor. Between the woman and the state. The idea that the politicians that the founders wanted the politicians to be the ones making decisions about women's health is ridiculous. That's the last. No politician should be making that decision. A doctor should be making those decisions. That's how it should be run. That's what you're going to do. And if I'm elected, I'm going to restore Roe v. Wade.
He's not okay.
So that means he can take the life of the baby in the 9th month. Institutions, insane asylum, terrorists. We have the largest number of terrorists coming into our country right now.
I had no idea it would be this
brutal.
brutal.
Not just in South America, all over the world. They
totally
come from the Middle East, everywhere, all over the world. They're pouring in, and this guy just left it open, and he didn't need legislation.
Why would they agree to
this? I didn't have legislation. I said close the border. We had the safest. Brandon, just speak to him. But look, we have the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never been anything like it.
Thank you, President Biden. We're going to be right back with more from the CNN presidential debate.
Oh, my God. Is this the first commercial break? Holy crap. Holy crap. Wow. That is... I did not expect it to be this one-sided and this brutal. Trump is devastating him. He started out with some like really bad, like old man Biden moments. Those are going to get replayed. Trump had some really good comebacks to some of those. That's going to be replayed. And as far as I'm concerned, like that's it. What is this halfway through? Is this a 2-hour debate? I think it is. And we've already gone through the January 6th stuff. Trump, his answer to that was perfect. From a strategic point of view. Obviously, it was a dodge, but that's what you want to do. You want to say, I don't want to talk about that. If you're Donald Trump, you don't want to talk about that because you don't want to piss off your own base, and you don't want to like make the moderates and kind of centrists and swing voters and stuff. You don't want to talk about it. They hate January 6th, so he didn't talk about it. He just repeated the things those people also hate, which is like the border is a mess. Everything's going to hell. Afghanistan, the economy. He just went on about that, and everything was better. So that was like a completely perfect answer for him. And then like he had really good, quick comebacks to some of Joe Biden's old man nonsense moments, which were they weren't. It wasn't that there was that many. There were some more subtle ones that like weren't that bad, where he's kind of stuttering around or saying it's hard to hear him. He's just not. He looks weak too. He just looks weak and sad, like he's about to cry. He was kind of raspy at the beginning. He's not. He's not. It might be better if he did his yelling and whispering thing. I feel like he'd be doing better if he was just doing his normal crazy old man thing. But this is almost hard to watch. And I feel like I've already said I think Trump's won, not just the debate. After this, I think he's going to win the election. I can't imagine. Like the Democrats, there's going to be a huge push to replace Biden after this. There has to be. Yeah, he sounds old and feedable, and that's coming from Mike. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, it was brutal. That was a Trump domination, and I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden either, but like I'm not. I don't really care that much. I'm more watching this as you would watch sports at this point. Not good look for him. No. I feel like the Democrats are going to want to replace him. I don't know how they couldn't, because the polls, oh my God. If this has any impact, it's going to be in Trump's favor, and I feel like it will. Just because this is going to be, I can't wait to watch the spin on this. I can't wait to watch MSNBC after that. I'm going to be glued to MSNBC after this, watching the fucking mental gymnastics of spin that goes on over there. Those people might be, some of them so far left, they might just say, get rid of Biden right now. That's what, like, Cenk Uygur, is a TYT. He's been saying that forever. So I don't know where the spin will be. I don't know if they'll even try, or if they'll just be like, we got to get rid of this guy. And they'll try to, like, knife him. Maybe that's what this was. Maybe this was like a plot to like send Biden in there and just like let him get destroyed so that we can replace him. That's kind of a wild theory, I suppose. But it would be so unprecedented to replace a candidate at this point when it's already, and he's an incumbent, but he's so old too. So that's also unprecedented.
Terms.
It's an unprecedented election.
Again in the second term. President Biden